So we're at the Malt Shovel, which is where checkpoint 2 is on both the Ultra and 20 mile course. And as you come along here, you have to go back to the corner on Derry Hill on the Ultra, and on the 20 you're going down Burley Lane over there. So we're doing the Ultra for this little section. So you come down there to the checkpoint at the Malt Shovel, and then we're off down this road here. Just cross over and we carry on to a bend just up ahead. I'll catch up with you there. So as we come up to that corner, you take a right on the public footpath to Burley Woodhead along Bleach Mill Lane. There we go, down this dead end road. It's also Dalesway Link, Ilkley and Ebor Way, and we carry on this road to the end of this road. At the end of the road, as you pass the last houses, it becomes a track, so just carry along on that track. We're actually going down to Bleach Mill itself. As you come down to the bottom of the hill, ignore going straight ahead at this point because we're taking a left turn, Dalesway Link, Ilkley and Ebor Way, and there's a sign by the gate, open gate, to say footpath is to the left. That's Bleach Mill House, and we're going down this enclosed footpath around here. And if it's flooded, this section here will probably be just about underwater, but there are some stone steps to go across to get to the other side. And as we come around that footpath, for those of you that have ever done the Welcome Way, the original Welcome Way used to come across those muddy fields from there, although it's now redirected and goes straight up there by that beck, but we're carrying on towards this farm up here. So as we come up to this farm, we go through this gate and stick to the right hand side. You can see the gate ahead. Don't take the footpath off to the right, that's the new Welcome Way. Just close this gate behind me. So we're going across the front of this farm and through that gate and across the field, following the footpath. Just past that farm we carry on. This, for those that remember it from years ago, used to be really muddy. 2 step forward, 1 step back, but must have sorted the drainage out here. And again, don't take the footpath off to the right, which goes down to Burley. Carry on, because we're shortly going on to Ilkley Moor. Starting to warm up nicely today. It was a little bit chilly to start with. Sun came out briefly, but it's all gone now. Just following up this little footpath. Just keep going in a straight line for a moment, and then shortly we'll be turning left and cutting up towards Ilkley Moor. But for the moment, come out to this first road and straight across the fields ahead. I notice the section from Menston at the moment is all nicely waymarked with the Ebor Way. There we go. So at the end of a couple of fields, come to a little metal kissing gate and turn right and go up to the main road. Be careful of that main road. It's quite narrow and can be quite busy. But we turn right and then almost immediately left, and then we're up onto the moors. So we just turn right onto the main road, and as you come along to Burley Woodhead, you got Moor Lane off to your right. There's a footpath on the left hand side, and footpath, the Dalesway Link, etc. Turns off to the left here. Go through that little gate and we're up onto Burley Moor. Just a quickie, it's a steep old climb. You get some good views around. A bit misty today. We can see over there where we're off, over the moors. Just keep on up here, there's a sign at the top, and that's where we're turning right. We're not going along the lower path. So As you get to the top of the steepest little bit of climb, house to the left, Ilkley Moor sign straight ahead. Don't go straight ahead, take the public footpath to the right, going up again of course. And if it's a clear day, got some fantastic views over to North Yorkshire. So it's a little bit misty at the moment, a little bit of low-lying cloud, but really beautiful day, no rain at the moment and none forecast, so going to be a lovely day out. A few more views of Ilkley Moor. As we continue along that same footpath, we see some people over in the distance. You might not be able to with this resolution, but it's fairly clear where the path goes. Just a quick little note, the path does split, it does fork. If you go off to the left, that's the way that I always do the Franklin round to get to the top of Ilkley Moor. We're not doing that today, carrying straight on. This route, you're virtually always in sight of the road to the right, well it's just down below, but you run fairly parallel to it the whole way. You don't go deep into the moor on this one, not like some of our other races. Nice fun little bit here, little technical section, just coming down along here, dropping down to that little stream, and then up the other side. So have fun with this little bit. I remember once doing this in absolute pea super, and it was really surreal. It looked like everything was, well, it's completely different. But that's the fun of the mist. You never know, we might get some on the day. But watch your step through here. There is a nice big rock to cross on just here. There we go. And another one there, and we're across. And we're up the other side. As we come up after that stream, again, don't go across on Ilkley Moor. We're still following the Ebor Way over this way, and there's a dry stone wall on your right, and if you follow the footpath to the left of the dry stone wall. Oh, I don't think you can see that shadow there. And remember my earlier videos, whenever I'm going uphill, the peeking sun comes out. He likes to make me sweat. Right, carry on. This path by the wall in the winter, and normally by this time of year, is fairly flooded. I've still got dry feet and I haven't got waterproofs on my feet, but quite often it's all underwater, this path, even though it's quite high up. As you're going along this path by the wall, if you look over there, I don't think you just about see it in the distance, that's Burley. Ilkley's a bit further on yet. Well, the wall's left us now. It's getting a little bit boggy, but still you can keep your feet dry, I think, just about. And as you can see, we're going to go climb up that side up there. So, you know, just getting a little bit damp. Nothing too serious. Yeah. What a beautiful day. And what a beautiful day. Hey, hey, what a beautiful day. Better stop that. You'll start thinking I can sing when I can't. So as the sun shines down on me on Ilkley Moor, and it's getting brighter and lovely all across the moors, down in the valley it's getting mistier. Let's hope that clears by the time I get down there. Okay, so there is a little bit of a path split here with a yellow post going that way and a yellow post going that way and a path going down to the road, but basically just keep going straight on, and if you look you can see the path going straight ahead, and that's cow and calf on the horizon, and so that big wide path leading to the left of it is where we're going, and that's the pub down there. I think, isn't it called the Cow and Calf Inn? I can't remember, I'll have to check. Right, so we're coming along this road, this path here, basically contouring at the moment, but going down slightly, just keeping that path ahead. Don't veer off of this one, just keep going in a straight line. By the way, this is where I suggest that you use anti-slip shoes, reasonable grips. It's a bit rocky on here. There's 1 or 2 sections on this course which are like this, so definitely not road shoes. Probably light grips will be alright unless it rains a lot, in which case you might want a bit more grip, but certainly something that you're not going to slip on the rocks with. By the way, don't look now, but after just one session in the home gym, after my sort of fiasco of having to walk virtually the whole of the Ripon Ultra, seem to be back running again, and really enjoying it. Thanks to Dan Stays for his training plans, well, not training plans, fitness plans. Got a little home gym, and following his instruction seems to really help my fitness levels, and looking forward to running a few more ultras in the coming months. I was right, that pub is the Cow and Calf. The Cow and Calf with rooms. I've had a meal there, it was a decent meal. Anyway, better not turn off down there, carry on this track, still on the Ebor Way. They're all new signs. I must have a look at that and see, I've heard of it before. I think it goes past my house. Anyway, might check that out and see if it's worth having a crack at sometime. You have to stamp this out running up hills. What's up with me? Right, we're coming to the split in a moment. This is the timing point. Basically, Cow and Calf Rocker just behind that over there, and the idea of this race is that you visit them. You don't have to go down them, more of that in a second, but that's the footpath down to the cafe, which you mustn't take. So the timing point, and if we've got enough marshals, we'll do a marshal up here, hopefully taking a picky of you as well, get some good pics up here. Rest of Ilkley Moor over there. Timing points just up here, and so we clock you in on your tracker to make sure you go behind the rocks, because when we get behind here there should be some nice scenes, and that's the whole reason for coming up this way. It's a bit spooky over there with the mist over the trees. Come round here and we're nearly at the rocks. So if you're feeling very adventurous, and we don't recommend this, but I have done it, you can come across here, and just down here you can go down there, but to get down, this is the Cow and Calf Rocks, but to get down there there's a bit where you have to sort of hang from your hands, lower yourself down. It's easier to climb up. I'm 6'1", and last time I did it I had to sort of do it full stretch. I know people have done it in the race, and if you do, you go straight out there and down to the road. You can just see the cafe coming into view. We don't recommend that. You don't have to do that. There's another way down here as well, and you can see just how steep that is. So not to be recommended, but you won't be disqualified if you do that. You can carry on that way, and there's a path which goes about half a mile round and back down. Oh, it's just there. That's the path that goes all the way round, and if you really don't like rocks, you can take that when you get to the end of it, it sort of doubles back on itself and comes along the bottom, or you can come around here and find your way down. And there's a sort of a path around. It is possible to just about follow it. It's been a few years since I last did it, but any of these really go down, and you can see I probably should have come around there, but just a little hop down here. Oh, there we go, and you can see where it goes through and drops down. And there's multiple ways down here, but I'll go down this one. I think you can go around that way as well, but I'm doing it one-handed. There we go. Yeah, perhaps the other way was a little bit better. Never mind. Let me just shuffle around this bit. There we go. Make your way around to this path, and you can either cut straight across or come around here. The idea really is to get to that big rock, so this path leads round to it, and when you get to that big rock, it then turns around. There's a footpath there. You can see the footpath with the benches on, which go over there. So coming down to that big rock, in my excitement I think I actually came down a little bit too soon, and perhaps a little bit steeper than you need to, but like I say, you can always find your way around. And then around here we should find that there's a footpath through over there where that sign is, and we can drop down to it. I'm just trying to work out. The footpath seems to have a little bit disappeared. Perhaps it's just a little bit further round. Here we go. Footpaths come and go. This is it. Here it is, just before the benches, before the cafe. I knew it was here somewhere. So we come down here towards the main road. Now if you'd have taken the big detour round, you'd have come out along this path here. That takes you the big detour around, and now we need to get through here as well. And it looks like the path has gone a bit. Let's keep going. Let's just go through. Just go through the bracken. Pretty sure this is the path. There's a bit of a depression there, so watch out for that little hole. But yeah, this is definitely the path. Just got a bit overgrown. Brings us out to the road. And if we cross the road, the footpath is the other side as well, down here, and it's usually quite an overgrown footpath this as well. And it goes to beside the golf course and then follows down and into Ben Ridding. I'll just keep going for a little bit. You can see the golf course there, and you can see it's overgrown. Just follow it to the golf course, turn left and drop down. Now that's interesting. As I come down here, I've got a little tiny bit, not lost, but we need to be to the right hand side of that bit of grass, and that's actually the footpath that I normally take, but there's been a new one put through. So if we go down the new one, because it's a bit more obvious and a bit larger, we come down here. It sort of goes round and up to the right. follow it round. And we come out to this little footpath. We just need to nip to the right. And up to this other footpath, which is where it would normally join through from there. So they all come through, but you need to be right up to the wall. When you get to the wall, turn left and then follow this footpath down with that bit of grass to your left, and it becomes a sort of a proper footpath and takes you down into Brenriding. Just so you know you're coming the right way, tells you you're leaving Ilkley Moor through little gate here and continue down this footpath, and eventually we'll come out to a road. I'll just keep going straight down that road. Just ignore that little arch off to your right to that road. We're still carrying on down the footpath. We've got some steps here just leading us down to the road, where we turn right onto it and keep going straight down. So as we come down to the end of Wheatley Lane, which was the one that we joined at the top, I'm going to quickly cross the road here. The A65 and turn right, and we're going towards Denton and Asquith. Our next checkpoint is at Denton. You can either cross where I just did, or there's some traffic. There's a traffic island there where you can cross, and we're about to go across the iron bridge over the River Wharfe, which will be fun with all the traffic. But once we're over that iron bridge, we're going to turn right and then take the first left and go up to the checkpoint at Denton. So let's see if we can negotiate the cars and go across here. And you can see the River Wharfe. There's some stepping stones up there, but I think they're underwater. And so we're following signs to Denton. Turn right here and follow up this road and take the first left in about a quarter of a mile. So as we're coming along the road from the iron bridge, there's a signpost there saying Denton only 3/4 of a mile, and that's what we want. So we're going to turn left on this dead end road and follow it round to the checkpoint at Denton. So as you come up into Denton, the road sort of, well, the actual road bends around to the left, but if you fork around to the right, and then as we get round to the right, there's a road off to the left, and if you take that road off to the left where the bench is and the old telephone box, just behind there is where the checkpoint will be, and then you carry on up the road, all the way up the road. So checkpoint will be there, and we're all the way up the road after the checkpoint.